And hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today we will be doing the seasonal event. This time they're combining two events, Little Ladies' Day and Hatching Tide, into one. So let's see what this has to show for itself. If you like what you see at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells. It's a small thing from each of you, but it helps out the channels tremendously. Thank you, thank you. Huh. Okay. Come to enjoy the Hatching Tide festivities, have you? Yeah. What are you doing here? Hatching Tide has come once more, and I dare say we may have outdone ourselves this time. It all hinges on whether we can see Mistress Elipa's dream realized. What dream? The princess and the eggs. Jillian Elipa is looking for someone to make a dream come true. The quest is only available for a limited time. Welcome, my friend. I take it the Hatching Tide decorations have caught your eye? Oh, Myrokos, is that really you? I had hoped I might see you again, but I did not dare assume. Nonetheless, it warms my heart that you are eager to revel in Hatching Tide once more. This year it was again a dream that sparked my imagination, a dream of a Gubu, massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage where standing on the stage, where else but in Ul'dah, so many realms away. Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, the darling Gubu held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. And there is but one time of year when the sandy ground of that city is accented by peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Ladies' Day. The message of Mistress Elipa's dream was clear, combining the spirits of Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day to create the most exciting day that that jewel of a city has seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event and brought our proposal before them. 'Tis a pleasure as always, Myrokos. I see ours is not the only celebration which can boast of your selfless assistance. Mr. Elipa's proposal was quite unprecedented, and so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer and his guru companion before meeting with us. Okay? I regret to say not all in Ul'dah share in her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Ladies' Day to a standstill. The trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, a supposedly tame Gubu ran amok in the city streets, causing untold harm. Oh, that's the one that killed Minfilia's father. When the Seneschal informed us of these circumstances, I got to thinking we could hold a Hatching Tide event here in Gridania, with a Gubu as the main attraction. Not only would this lift the spirits of Gridania's people, but it would prove to those in Ul'dah that the Gubu poses no danger. Surely that would put any doubts to rest. In fact, the performers have already arrived. Nonota and I were treated to a display of their show, and I must say, never have I seen a Gubu so pretty and sweet. Out of all the paths forward we could have taken, and this seemed to be the only one which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once, so I could act as witness for my peers in Ul'dah. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone as well versed in the realm's beastkin as you may be singularly qualified to tell us just how docile this Gubu is. I expect quite a few eggs from a trouble. Well, I'd hate to see Miss Alipo's dream shattered. Eggs? Quite an unusual form of payment, but I believe Mistress Alipo has plenty. Regardless, the look on your face says you agree with my proposal. Many thanks, and I look forward to what is sure to be a fascinating show. Well then, all is settled. The show of a lifetime awaits at Bent Branch Meadows. You had best not tarry. Agreed. Let us make our way there and speak with Alamund, the performer in charge. Oh, I can hardly wait. Sorry about that brief momentary silence. I just had to blow my nose. I went to visit the Gubu with Mistress Alipo. I must say I never realized just how adorable they could be. The adorable Gubu is even now delivering a fantastic cheer to all in Bent Branch Meadows. Go there and speak with Alamund. I'm sure he shall be most eager to treat you to their show. Okay. Well... A pink Gubu. Uh-oh. I don't believe I've ever been this close to one before. Oh, didn't see you there. Can we help? Greetings, I am the Royal Seneschal in charge of making Little Lady's Day most memorable for all ladies in the realm. Mistress Alipo has informed us that you have quite the show prepared for us. Ah, we've been waiting for you. You'll be hard-pressed to picture a draw off the floor after you see what my PT has in store for you. I've been watching over her since the day I found her wandering the wilderness all by her lonesome. We spent ages looking for her family, but now I suppose we're all each other has. Petey, a lovely name to be sure. And those flowers are the peach blossoms? I dare say she's the very picture of a little lady's day princess. Haha, I'm glad to hear that, and I know Petey is too. She's thought of little else since the moment Miss Elipo came to us with her peculiar request. There's nothing in this world we love more than hearing an audience cheer, and I think this time we'll earn that and then some. We called this one Egg Surprise. Go on, Petey. That was astounding. Impressive, ain't it? And all it took was a few glamour prisms. Of course, that wasn't where the genius was required. It took us days and nights of racking our brains to figure out how to capture the spirit of 2 celebrations. In the end, though, I think we did just about as good a job as could have been expected. Now here comes the rub. Ever since we arrived in Gridania, Petey's been a little on edge. Hate to see her like this, but I think I figured out what's causing it. As you just saw, she's got no problem performing in front of an audience of 2, but when a whole gaggle of revelers showed up not too long ago, she just froze up. I see, she must not be used to large crowds. Luckily, I managed to save the show by climbing atop her head, and that set her mind at ease and helped her find her courage. But I ain't as young as I used to be, and my knees are already crying out in protest at the prospect of climbing her again. But you, on the other hand, I reckon you've got plenty of moms left in those adventurers' legs of yours. Might it trouble you to join our married troupe and sport Petey during her star turn? All you have to do is climb atop her head and climb atop her and head toward the crowds. Show them our act and tell the spectators to come to me for an egg of their own. Still plenty to go around. Okay. If Petey's act is a hit in Gridania, it would do much to allay the concerns of my old Don compatriots. Best of luck, Myrokos. Okay. Trust me, Petey will love having you aboard. Now's our chance to get these eggs into the hands of eager Gridanians. She's too timid to wander off on her own, so if something else demands her attention, she'll make her way back to me. Now get out there and give Gridania an egg surprise. Oop. Okay. What did I just see? This must be that performing Gubu I heard so much about. Good show, good show. I think I'll get an egg of my own to remember this by. That was amazing. The rabbits were so adorable. And that crown of peach blossoms is so pretty. I wonder if they give them out with the eggs. Let's go find out. Oh my stars, what manner of Oh, you're promoting Hatching Tide? Yes, I knew that, of course. Splendid trick that was. Truly, I never knew Goobers to be adept at anything besides eating, but you've expanded my horizons. Mayhap I'll partake in the festivities this year after all. The spirit of Hatching Tide is alive in Gridania. Return to Aldemund and tell him of PD's courageous performances. Even though we were performing to 1 or 2 individuals only, which they said PD had no problem with. Good work, Myrokos. Same goes for you, PD. I could hardly pass around the eggs fast enough. Rawr. And it looks like PD's managed to conquer her fears. Let's hope these ovations are enough to conquer the seneschals. PT in pink. The Royal Seneschal has reached a decision. And we got the PT horn as a mount token. Although I've been but a bystander in affairs so far, what I've seen has been truly inspiring. PD is possessed not only of a kind heart, but the soul of an entertainer as well. I would have her be the main attraction of our stage in Ul'dah on behalf of the Little Ladies' Day Planning Committee. I invite you to our city as honored guests. While I'm not one to decline such an eager invitation, consider it accepted. But first, I'd best tell Miss Elipo that she'll be needing more eggs. Go on to Ul'dah. We'll find our own way there before long. And the basket's actually empty. Wonderful, then I shall depart at once and make the stage ready for your arrival. And you've helped tremendously already, but there's no denying that PD has taken a shine to you. Might you watch over her in Ul'dah for a while, just until she becomes accustomed to the crowds? Every stage is different, so it might take a while until PD finds her footing, but her desire to see people smile can't be doubted. She'll shine brighter than all the jewels in any merchant's coffers. PD appears excited for her next adventure, bringing joy to the hearts of the realm's little ladies. Oh, that's nice. Okay, now back to Ul'dah. Ah, you arrived. You'll be glad to know I've managed to win over the planning committee with my story of PD's show. Uldah's gates will be cast wide for her arrival. If she is amenable to the idea, I would have her be the star attraction on this year's stage. But the first order of the day is to spread the word. If we tell the citizens what we saw in Bent Branch Meadows, it is my hope that they will welcome PD with open arms. And if our show is a success, then we will have managed a celebration which spans from Gridania to Ul'dah, painting smiles upon the faces of all the realm's little ladies and egg fanatics alike. I shall stay here and drum up what interest that I can. Myrokos, pray head to the steps of Thal and do the same. Meet me at the stage afterwards, and together we can shower PD with applause. Okay. A Gubu performer? Aren't they dangerous? I suppose a friend of mine was raving about the show she saw in Gridania. If it's the very same, I suppose it's worth a look. A Gubu here in Ulda. That dredges up terrible memories of the rampage I witnessed as a child. How do you know that won't happen again? Have you seen this Gubu with your own eyes? Yes. Yes, she brought countless smiles to the people of Gridania. Yes, and she's as gentle and as a tame chocobo. I'll go with the first one. Is that so? Well, I see no reason why you would lie to me. Very well, I shall go. Perhaps in this way I can conquer my fears. Oh, overshot. I didn't know Gubus were capable of anything more than mindless eating. Are you sure this show isn't just watching a beast chomping on hay? The crowds of Gridania gave her a standing ovation, so what if it is? You'll still have the chance to see a Gubu up close. Well, when you put it that way, besides, it's not as if I have aught else to do. Alright, look for me among the crowd, okay? The time of Petey's performance draws near. Speak with the Royal Seneschal before she takes the stage. Hold on. This crowd's got even my knees shaking. I can't imagine what PD must be feeling. My thanks, Myrokos. It seems word has spread even further than I had hoped. And while this is cause for celebration, PD appears to be intimidated by their expectant gazes. Of course, you could just hop up on her and she'd calm down just like that, but we can't lean on you forever. Why don't you rally her spirits with some encouraging words? Myrokos, seems she's warmed to you, and I reckon she'd appreciate whatever you have to say. Truth be told, this is her first time performing alone in front of so many people. I can see why her legs won't listen to her heart. Remember how happy you made everyone in Gridania? Don't worry, Petey, I'm right here. Little lady say needs its princess. Oh dear. That did the trick. You've really got a talent for lifting the spirits of the downtrodden. Myrokos? Yep. We are in your debt, truly. It's almost time. Lady Olypo should have arrived by now. Myrokos, pray join the bystanders and give Petey your heartiest cheer. Petey is ready to take the stage, join the other bystanders, and see what she has in store. The show shall start anon. Go on, join the crowd, and lend your voice to the cheers. Your words were like a drop of water on a hot day. I reckon Petey might even like you more than me. Oh dear. Are we feeling her heart? And now for the final act. Bedecked in blooming flowers, this Gubu princess has prepared something unforgettable for all the little ladies out there. This is just how I envisioned it in my dream. And to think I ever believed Gubus were not but wild beasts. Oh, I simply adore her. If Hatching Tide is even half as thrilling as this show, I'd best catch the next airship to Gridania. All's well that ends well. The little ladies get a great show, and Hatching Tide gets more egg seekers. Their smiles are like so many flowers in full bloom. Petey will be the talk of Ul'dah for moons to come. That she will, that she will. I have to thank you, Miss Olypo, for giving us both the chance to bring a little brightness to so many lives. Not this. I swear that person, whoever it is, keeps spamming me with invites, yeah. I reckon Petey had the most fun out of everyone here. I've left Nonata in charge of the goings on in Gridania. Oh, would that she could have, that she could see my dream come alive. Thank you, Petey, for bringing joy to the citizens of Ul'dah, especially its little ladies. That was better than I could have imagined. Hatching Tide and Little Ladies Day both will be remembered as the highlights of the year. Couldn't have done it without your help, Myrokos. We'll both be looking back on this experience with fondness for the rest of our lives. Speaking of which, I've got to thinking maybe it's time I leave this performance business behind me and let Petey spread her wings. I think she'd be more than happy by your side if you'll have her. As for me, I have it in mind to find a place to settle down and rest these old bones. I'd hate to tie Petey down just when she's found her passion. If you bring her along on your adventures, she'll be able to deliver smiles to corners of the world I've only heard tales of. How could I say no? Are you sure you can manage without her? I'm a little curious about this latter one. Can't deny I already feel the tendrils of loneliness tugging at my heart, but they'll loose their grip so long as I know Petey's with you. I look forward to hearing of her exploits as I while the days away. I don't mean to be rude, but I am required in Gridania. Nonota must know just how perfectly my dream manifested. Heh. Give the last our regards, eh? I'll stay here in Ulda until the festivities end, and who knows, maybe longer. And with that, allow me to thank you personally, Myrokos. No princess in all the realm could have asked for a more devoted seneschal. And that includes Petey. Seeing you dote upon her so dutifully reminded me why I volunteered for this position in the first place. Although Petey's show has concluded, the little lady's day has not. Pray enjoy all that we have prepared. And don't be a stranger in Gridania either. The crown is lovely as ever, as I've ever seen it. Would that Petey could be our star every year. I know you and Petey will have adventures wilder than I could ever imagine. Make sure you come visit and regale me with your tales, eh? Okay, and with that, let's get the mount redeemed and then run outside briefly. And we can see what she sounds like, she looks and sounds like. Probably no different than during the quest. So it's the, looks like it's the standard Gubu stuff. It's just okay. Does it have any custom? No, that's character stuff. System and standard Endwalker music. Okay, if you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells. And I shall see you anon, friends.